Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kemal AA, and this is another video of mine where I am going into depth analysis of the left back situation. Sergio Reguilon versus Benjamin Chilwell versus Nicolás Tagliafico. Which left back suits Frank Lampard the most? We'll be delving into statistics, the in-depth analysis, and in the end I'll be giving my thoughts on which left back suits Frank Lampard the best, and obviously considering age, price, and of course their attributes and what they've done for their respective clubs so far this season and of course last season, and what Chelsea should be targeting in the summer window for our left back situation and fix that horrendous situation at left back. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off, before I do get into statistics and in-depth analysis, let's talk about the links, the reports. Now, regarding Sergio Reguilon, we are in advanced negotiations according to Alex Shorwood, who is a writer and a publisher for the ESPN. I know they're not the most credible, but there is a lot of journalists as well that are reporting this, including James Percy, and also, of course, Sky Sports yesterday, as I made a Transfer Daily video yesterday on it. Now, there are a lot of links, but we need to be careful with the Sergio Reguilon news. And the reason for this, as I stressed yesterday, his agent is Kia Jorbachan, same agent as Willian, and he could be pushing and putting his interest out there for his client so that other clubs are interested. Everton are close to signing Sergio Reguilon, and he's basically trying to throw that interest out there to essentially, offering his clients to various clubs to see if they're interested in signing him. But what we need to understand is Ben Chilwell is still the main first choice target. Chelsea want to sign. Frank Lampard is adamant that he wants Ben Chilwell at this moment in time. But again, as I keep stressing, the price is a massive problem. Leicester want around £80 million. Chelsea don't want to pay over £50 million, and there's a massive £30 million valuation gap. The only way I see this possible is if Ben Chilwell, Hansen, Chantuquet and Leicester are willing to lower their asking price, and then I could see a deal to essentially materialise. But as Nizar can tell, put it perfectly, around €30 million should get the Sergio Reguilon deal done if Chelsea were that desperate for him. I think he's fantastic value for money, but I'll be delving into that in any second. And also regarding Nicolás Tagliafico, he was quoted at £22.4 million by Ajax. He was promised by Ajax that he would be allowed to leave at the end of the season in the summer window, and he's another option and on the shortlist that Frank Lampard could potentially consider if he does not get his first choice in Ben Chilwell. But what I want to do in this video is I want to compare all three left backs, look at their stats, in-depth analysis, and look at the attributes and what really suits Frank Lampard's system and what really complements our style. So without further ado, let's get straight into the stats. Now, starting off with Sergio Reguilon, let's get straight into it. Now, let's start off with his age. Age 23 years of age, of course, a left back, and he's on loan from Real Madrid playing for Sevilla. Now, what's really interesting is that he was voted the best left back in La Liga last season. So that's very, very impressive in my personal opinion. And if you look at his characteristics, it's looking very, very promising. His dribbling is very strong, a really strong attribute and aspect of his passing is strong, his key passes, his concentration, and his style of play. He likes to dribble, and he does commit a lot of fouls often, which can be a positive if you think about, if a team is on the transition, and, Chelsea have been very, very poor in transition. You need to have that intelligence to be able to commit a foul, but essentially not give away, bookings or, get sent off. Those tactical fouls that are required when you're on the transition and, there's a counter-attack. So that's quite a positive, my personally. I think that's something that we've lacked this season on the Frank Lampard. We've been very, very poor in the transition. Every time the ball's been turned over and we lost possession, teams have killed us on the counter. They've killed us on transition. I think that Sergio Reguilon will be perfect for that because he commits a lot of tactical fouls. His dribbling is one of his main aspects going forward. He likes to dribble. And I was watching a lot of compilations against Sevilla versus Barcelona and Atletico Madrid last season. Now, Barcelona are more of a team that likes to attack, and defensively he was solid. Positionally he was really good. His positional awareness, his dribbling, his reading of the game was world class. And Atletico Madrid likes to sit in a low block deep. Again, he was able to break those lines, pass through the lines, interchange, act as an inverted fullback, using the width as well. Really, really good. He's pacey, he's strong. Fantastic dribbler as well, like a second winger in a sense when it comes to bombing forwards. And defensively, he has the full package. His interceptions are quality. Like I said, he commits quite a few fouls. His reading of the game, everything is elite in my personal opinion. I think that he's only 23. He hasn't got any significant weaknesses to his game, and he's only bound to improve as he continues. And honestly, even though he's on loan for Real Madrid, as Nizar Quintela put it perfectly, €30 million should get the business done. Now, what my question is, why are Real Madrid so, they're quite fine with letting go Sergio Reguilon? They've got Ferland Mendy, they've got Marcelo, so it's understandable. But he is a top talent. You saw with Hakimi, he's been sold to Inter Milan now. So it really emphasises the fact that, you know, they are still letting top talent go, and I think that he is one that Chelsea should keep their eye on. I think that he would be a fantastic signing if we signed him. And moving on to his counterpart, Ben Chilwell. Well, let's compare him to Ben Chilwell. Now, if you look at his Ben Chilwell stats, again, same age as Sergio Reguilon, 23 years of age, of course, left back. And if you look at his characteristics, aerial duels are very, very strong. Aerially, he's sound, and that is a massive positive to this Chelsea team. On set pieces, on the zonal marking, we get done. Like I said, on the transition and on set pieces, with the worst record when it comes to set pieces in the top 5 leagues in Europe. You know, an atrocious record. We simply are terrible when it comes to defending set pieces. And when you have someone like Ben Chilwell, who's very, very strong with dealing with aerial duels, that is a massive positive to our team, and hopefully can help us in set piece situations. His concentration is also very, very strong, and just like Sergio Reguilon, he likes to dribble. He's got a fantastic engine on him as well. He likes to play short passes, link up the play, does not dive into tackles, which is good, so of course the discipline is there. But he does have a couple of major significant weaknesses, and those are holding onto the ball for too long, so he does lose possession at times, as he is not the most press resistant, and also his tackling can be weak, and that is a massive problem. You know, we've conceded a lot of goals because Alonso hasn't been, you know, solid defensively, and we need a left back that's solid defensively. It's a well-rounded left back that not only attack but also defends. And I think with our two left backs of Emerson and Alonso, they are not very capable of defending. And I think that Chilwell might have the same problem. But bear this in mind, just like Sergio Reguilon, they are both 23. They are nowhere near their prime. You know, they're both very, very young fullbacks. And they are bound to improve as age goes on, they develop. And I think that under, you know, better team at Chelsea with better coaches and stuff, he is bound to improve. My problem is the valuation of £80 million is extortionate. Is it astronomical? It's almost 4 times the price of Sergio Reguilon. You compare Sergio Reguilon and Ben Chilwell the same age, but Sergio Reguilon is available at about £25 million, and Ben Chilwell is available at £80 million. So there's a massive price gap and price difference. I'm not too sure if there's a big difference between the two players. I think Sergio is better, but I'll be giving my conclusion at the end. Now, looking at the final left back, we'll be comparing with Nicolás Tagliafico, that we have been linked a lot, and he is one of the more older, more experienced left backs. Now, Nicolás Tagliafico is 27 years of age, going to be 28 this coming. He's going to be 28 at the end of this month. So, you know, like I said, he's entering his prime years now. He's not going to get the best now, but the good news with him is the experience, the Champions League experience, and again, a left back as well. Now, look at his characteristics. He has so many positives and benefits. His passing is exceptionally strong. His key passing is strong. His crossing, his press resistance is amazing. His ball interception, and he has no significant weaknesses. And he likes to play short passes. For me, Nicolás Tagliafico has the full package. A very well-rounded left back. Defensively, one of the best defensive fullbacks in Europe. You know, defensively, interceptions, his defending, tackling, aerial duels. He has the full package, and I think defensively he is better than Benjamin Chilwell and also Sergio Reguilon. But it's going forward, he is not as good of as, like I said, a Ben Chilwell, Sergio Reguilon. So it's more of that compromise and balance that you want. Do you want a left back that is better going forward, or do you want a more well-rounded left back? And if that's the case, Nicolás Tagliafico is your man. Like I said, he has a lot of strong attributes and characteristics. And I think for the price of £22.4 million, the cheapest of the lot, I think this would be a very top signing. I think it would be shrewd business and a very, very nice signing for Chelsea, which will allocate funds for other areas and positions. But if I'm going into the conclusion, it really depends on what you want as a play style. Now, when it comes to Lampard's system, which left back would suit Chelsea the best? Now, if you ask me personally, I think Nicolás Tagliafico would be the best left back for Lampard's system, because he's a well-rounded left back. He has the full package. Defensively, one of the best fullbacks in Europe, and going forward, he's quite good as well. His crossing ability is very, very strong. However, in my personal opinion, I think Sergio Reguilon is the best because, like I said, he's very, very cheap at £20 million. I think he has very, very high talent, and of course age comes into a factor. Nicolás Tagliafico is 27 heading into 28. How many world class years are you going to get out of him? Maybe 2, 3, maximum 4. Whereas Sergio Reguilon, you can get nearly a decade of world class attributes. Sergio Reguilon is a very talented left back. He has the attributes and the potential to be a world class left back in the future. And I think Sergio Reguilon, for the price, the age, the attributes going forward, he's the best attacking left back out of these 3. I think Sergio Reguilon is the man Frank Lampard needs, and is the man that should be coming to Chelsea, which will also, as a result, allocate further funds for other positions. But that is my personal opinion. Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comments below. Which of the 3 left backs would you want Chelsea to sign? Ben Chilwell, Tagliafico, or Sergio Reguilon? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I will see you guys for my next video. Peace.